Hello and welcome back to She Boss Nation 90-day coaching program. In this video, we are going to share with you 3 ways to get unstuck in your business, in your health journey, and in your relationships. These 3 strategies that we're going to share with you today can change your life if you are stuck. So what we would recommend is get your She Boss Nation 90-day coaching notebook out. Write down these 3 things we're going to share with you today. And once you take your notes, I want you to create an action step next to each one of these tips of how are you going to apply this tip into your life, into your health journey, into your business, into your relationships, and take action immediately after watching this video. A lot of times the reason why we are stuck in our health journey, in our business journey, if we're feeling stuck in life, it's because of number 1, focusing on the fundamentals. We try to overcomplicate what we need to do on a daily basis. We make a science project out of success. But what Wallace D. Waddell says in The Science of Getting Rich, success is found when you do things in a certain way. So when I say success is found when you do things in a certain way, what does that mean? It means you must focus on the fundamentals and get back to the basics. So often we think we're too good for the fundamentals. But if you look at any professional athlete, what is something they got really good at? If we look at a good professional baseball player, they got really good at throwing the ball, they got really good at hitting the ball, and they got really good at fielding the ball. How did they get good at doing those things? Is they focus on the basics. I know for me personally, I am an athlete. I played softball in high school, and when I wasn't doing well and when I was playing my game was when I wasn't focusing on the fundamentals, right? If a ground ball came to my glove, came right to me, and I picked my head up too soon, I'd miss the ball, right? But that's what's happening in your life, is that we're overcomplicating the skills to be successful. So by focusing on the fundamentals, by mastering the mundane, what's going to happen is you're going to grow the foundation to have a thriving, successful business. The reason why you're not seeing success in your business today is because you're not doing the activities it takes to be successful. So often what happens is we reach some sort of maybe a lower level tier of success, or we get to some point and we plateau. The reason we plateau is because we stopped doing what we did to get to that point. We stopped doing the activities because we arrived. You will never arrive. The way that you will get unstuck is to focus on the fundamentals. In our business, to build a business online, what are the fundamentals? The fundamentals are prospecting, following up, closing, and getting up referral posts. Those are money-making activities. If you do those money-making activities consistently, what will happen? Your business will grow. If you feel stuck in your business, it means that you stopped doing the money-making activities that helped you get to where you are today. If you feel like you're at a plateau in your weight loss, what did you probably start doing? You started let things slide. If you kind of sort of try, you will kind of sort of get results, and your consistency will compound. Consistency has interest, but you have to focus on the fundamentals with consistency to achieve results. Success is kind of boring. When we master the mundane and we do the daily action steps we know we need to take to get further in our business, in our health journey, in our relationship, what happens? We see results. because the results are found with consistency. It's consistently focusing on the fundamentals. So when you focus on the fundamentals, what happens? You're going to find success, because focusing on the fundamentals, repetition is the mother of all learning. How do you get good at anything is focusing on the small things on a daily basis. Tip number 2, this one thing will also help get you unstuck. The thing that is keeping you where you are is your ego. Ego is your enemy. What I know about ego is that it makes you think that you're better than other people. It makes you be complacent. I know for me personally, I've had 2 knee surgeries in the last 3 years. And for me, the knee surgeries were great. Everything happens for a reason. And my business wouldn't be where it is today if I wouldn't have had those knee surgeries. But something crucial had to happen during those recoveries. And so what that is tip number 2 is learning how to ask for help. In your business, you have someone in your life who is more successful than you are. You have someone who has paved the path before you. But how do you achieve their goals? You have to throw your ego out the window and start asking for help. During my knee recoveries, I would have been miserable if I wouldn't have asked for help. Luckily, I have a sister who was able to take care of me during those recovery periods. But if I wouldn't have asked for help, I would have gotten injured worse, and my recovery period would have been longer. So by asking for help in your business, what will happen is it will shorten your learning curve so that you can achieve more success faster. Also, asking for help will change your business. There could be a few things that you are doing wrong in your business that are holding you back from success. Ask for help. If you feel like you're struggling, ask for your mentor to model for you. Something we do in our business is we utilize 3-way group chats. We utilize 3-way group chats for our customer sales and for team building. 3-way group chats are the lifeblood to our business, because what we do in the group chat is we have experts in the group chat. We also have a newbie. So for example, Kylie is the expert. I am the new social marketer. My name's Kacy. So Kylie's the expert. I'm the new social marketer. And my friend Tabby has just asked me about my products. What am I going to do? I'm going to set up a 3-way group chat. I'm going to introduce my friend Tabby to Kylie. I'm going to edify Kylie as the expert. When I say edify, I'm going to say, Kylie's great. She's helped me. She's amazing. You can trust her. What happens? Tabby trusts Kylie. What do I do as the newbie? I get out of the way and I watch what happens in that group chat. That can be the simplest way to ask for help. Reaching out to your mentor, your upline, somebody you're working with, and say, hey, I'm struggling. I'd love to see what you can do. Or maybe it's with your marketing posts. Hey, I'm struggling with my marketing. I'm not attracting the leads I want to attract. Can you look over this post for me? That's getting your ego out of the way, asking somebody to review information, because more than likely the person who you're working with that you admire that has success, they've been there. They have a different perspective of business. So when they look over your posts or when they're leading a 3-way group chat, what happens is you asking for help, you get to have their beautiful genius help you succeed because you watch what they do. Success leaves clues. When you model what works, you will get results, but you have to ask for help. Asking for your mentor to hold you accountable. Asking if you did something correctly. Sending screenshots of your conversations that you're having and saying, I felt like I could have done better in this chat. Can you help? Asking for help will get you unstuck, but you have to get comfortable with asking for help. When it comes to asking for help, there's something key that needs to happen is you need to be coachable. You have to be willing to take criticism to help move you forward. I wish I would have had a mentor early on that, for me personally, I failed because I didn't ask for help soon enough because I was too scared to ask for help. I felt like I should have been further along, so I didn't ask for help. But what I didn't know is because I didn't ask for help, that caused my success to take way longer. So learn from both of our failures and ask for help faster.
The third way of how you can get unstuck is to be willing to try something new. So I have a question for you. When was the last time that you tried something for the first time? When was the last time? If you're building a business online, when was the last time you did a Facebook Live? Have you ever done a Facebook Live? See, what happens when we get stuck is we get very comfortable and we don't create any change. If you want to accelerate your life and move your life forward, you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. When you step outside of your comfort zone, what happens is you grow. But in order to grow, you have to be willing to try something new. So my question today for you is, when is the last time you did something for the first time? You should be doing something for the first time weekly, if not daily. Try something for the first time. Maybe it's a new diet plan. Maybe you're stuck. Find a plan. Be willing to try something new. So over the last year, I've been struggling with crazy skin issues. I have no idea what's going on with my skin. And about 6 months ago, I was stuck. I had redness all the way up both sides of my face. I had no idea what was going on. I tried a bunch of different supplements, a few different holistic things, and nothing was working. I was stuck. So what did I do? I said, all right, I got to break this down. I have to focus on the fundamentals. The first fundamentals I focused on was cleaning up my diet. I started eliminating foods out of my diet, right? I know if I can control what goes into my mouth, I can control the output of what happens to my body. So I started focusing on the fundamentals, but that still wasn't enough. Then the second thing happened. I asked for help. I reached out to a mentor. And we were in Costa Rica with him, and I said, hey, Eddie, I really need help. He's a holistic guru. And I said, I don't know what's going on with my skin, and I don't know what else to do. And he gave me advice of what to do. And he said, follow this directly and don't go off the plan. I was desperate, and it wasn't until that point where I was actually willing to change. It took me 8 months of having redness over my whole skin before I narrowed down that I needed to do something drastically different. So what did I do? Number 3, I was willing to try something new. I tried something drastic. I started doing different things in my daily routine. And I've done that every single day for 4 months. And now, what is the result? I have the results that I've desired for the last year. My skin is the clearest it's been in the last year. But it took me to be stuck, to have a wake-up call that I was only kind of sort of trying. Because if you kind of sort of try, you'll kind of sort of get results. And then I implemented these 3 simple strategies, and what happened? Now, with consistency, my skin is so much better. But it got worse before it got better. And now I'm reaping the rewards, but it's because of all of the effort I put in to get unstuck.
Now that's so awesome. So with the last one, be willing to try something new. You must get comfortable being uncomfortable. So we wanted to inspire you today. If you're feeling stuck right now, you can get out of that stuckness, but you have to make that decision. It's your turn to make the decision. It's your turn to step into the best version of yourself. And how can you do that? Is following these 3 steps. Tip number 1, focus on the fundamentals. Tip number 2, ask for help. And tip number 3, be willing to try something new.
We want to hear your biggest takeaway. Share in the comments below what your biggest takeaway is. And then also share with us, what are you going to do for the first time? What is something that you are going to do today to push yourself outside of your comfort zone, to move your life forward, to get you out of the stuck position that you are in? Share with us below. We want to hold you accountable to your goals and help you get there.
And we got to go, so we'll see you soon.